The Backrooms. You've been here before. Level 322. Unrecognized landscape. Survival difficulty. Class 4E. Environmental. Unsafe, unsecure, moderate non-entity hazards. Description. Image caption. A direct picture of a wall on level 322. Level 322 consists of an unknown amount of segmented rooms and hallways, which share a few similarities to level 0, tutorial level. The two levels are similar in layout, with level 322 being non-linear space. Footnote: it is possible to walk in a straight line on level 322 and still return to the starting point. Retracing your steps will result in a different set of rooms appearing than the ones already passed through. End footnote. Like level 0, level 322 is entirely devoid of objects within its rooms and hallways. However, the two levels contain noticeable differences. One example would be that level 322 consists of numerous different colors within the walls and ceilings, along with the hallways being much longer. The average length of a hallway on this level is 2 kilometers, 1.2 miles, in length. The floor on level 322 seems to be made out of marble, but it is always a jet black color. The walls on level 322 are 13.5 meters, 44.3 feet, in height. Closer examination by the Meg has revealed that the walls are comprised of steel frameworks. These frameworks support thousands of smaller, random, 3D geometric solids that vary in volume. These frameworks support thousands of smaller, random 3D geometric solids that vary in volume. The shapes themselves are made entirely of LED lights that change colors every half second, with each of the shapes being a random color. The reason and source for this consistent color change remains unknown. The framework also has an integrated stepping motor, which makes the shapes move forwards, backwards, or sideways at random intervals. These shapes will create a pattern of 3D pixels with hundreds of colors. This will create a quote-unquote Datamosh effect, where the shapes form various visual artifacts. These same mechanisms can also be observed in the ceilings of the level. The origins of these contraptions remain entirely unknown. Addendum. Level 322 is entirely devoid of entities. However, that does not mean that this level is completely safe. The previously mentioned walls are able to shift into unrecognizable patterns, along with flashing colors, which can cause seizures. If a wanderer stays in level 322 for a long enough time, they will start to display erratic behaviors, along with slurred speech and low intelligence. This condition has been named the mosh infection, MI. This process for the infection is not fully understood, but the symptoms are as follows. 3 to 5 hours after entry. 3 to 5 hours after entry into level 322, the affected person or persons will start to feel disoriented. They start to feel confused about who they are, as well as displaying lower intelligence. They also start to display a slight change in personality and mood. For example, if the affected person or persons were in a happy, upbeat mood, they will start to be in a saddened or aggressive mood. 5 to 12 hours after entry. 5 to 12 hours after entry, the affected person or persons will start to have noticeably slurred speech. They will have a poor pronunciation of words, as well as mumbled speech. At this point, they will have experienced a major change in personality. 12 to 36 hours after entry. After 12 to 36 hours, the wanderer or wanderers will have major headaches. They will have developed pale skin, as well as possible fainting. They will also have developed major cognitive impairment at this point. 36 plus hours after entry. 36 or more hours after entry into level 322, the affected person or persons will have a possibility of developing seizures from the changing colors of the walls. They will also have displayed noticeably erratic behaviors and movements. They will now have the mosh infection. Medical advice for mosh infection. MI. Individual wanderers cannot transmit the infection to other wanderers. If you are sensitive to flashing colors or rapidly moving objects, do not enter level 322. Try looking at the ground if you end up on this level. If you have any type of face covering, try covering your eyes with them if you see moving shapes and flashing colors. Try closing your eyes as much as possible on level 322. As of 06/24/2019, with the combined efforts of numerous Meg operatives, the Varoka farmers, footnote, refer to the level 48, the Sunset Beach, document for more information about the Varoka farmers, and footnote, and the BNTG, a liquid concoction made out of almond water, one half of a royal ration, Varoka juice, and molten greasy marshmallows, was found to be an extremely effective cure against the mosh infection. This liquid can be found in bottles inside vending machines on level 0, tutorial level 1, habitable zone, level 4, abandoned office, level 6.1, the snack rooms, level 11, the city that never sleeps, level 36, airport, and level 109, the neon hospital. This concoction has been designated Meg-OOI-0022. Footnote: Meg-00I stands for Meg Object of Interest. This is a placeholder designation given to recently discovered/unconfirmed objects before they are assigned a number in the Meg database. End footnote. For the time being, show recipe for Meg-OOI-0022. Recipe for Meg-OOI-0022. Ingredients: 1/2 of a royal ration, 150 milliliters of Veroca juice, 100 milliliters of molten greasy marshmallows. Makes 300 milliliters of Meg OOI-0022. Instructions: 1. Pour 150 milliliters of Veroca juice into a blender. 2. Pour 100 milliliters of molten greasy marshmallows into the blender. 3. Cut the royal ration into 10 pieces. Toss them into the blender along with the aforementioned liquids. 4. Blend until smooth. Add more or less greasy marshmallows depending on how thick or thin you want the drink to be. 5. Optional. Top with additional ingredients, such as strawberry syrup or chocolate syrup for an addition to taste. Level 322 logs. Access log 322-001. Forward. This is a log of an explorer visiting level 322. The explorer later ended up catching the mosh infection. His name is Luca Veneto. Begin log. Day 1, 12:11. Okay, what is this weird looking level? I just know clipped randomly on level 4. Abandoned office. Day 1, 12:15. I inspected this level for a while now. There seem to be weird moving shapes on the walls that seem to be quickly changing colors. Day 1, 12:22. Okay, I am now looking between the shapes, and there seems to be steel beams behind them. I'm also seeing what seems to be a motor system. I'm assuming this is what makes the shapes move. Day 1, 16:53. What the... Why are the walls so... Ugh! I feel so depressed right now. I used to be so happy before. Now, it feels like this level is consuming me in the head. Day 1, 21:19. Wait, why am I here? Ugh. Is this all's or... Ugh. Day 2, 04:13. Me is here. Colored wall. From this point onwards, Luca has now developed poor pronunciation of words, along with speaking in scrambled up sentences and displaying lower intelligence. The first significant symptoms of the mosh infection are finally starting to show up. Day 2, 10:12. What? Time, how much has gone by? Day 2, 14:01. Head me hurt. Too time much spent here. Where to go? Day 3, 01:12. Me cannot move. Down me. Who? End log. Moments later, Luca faints and collapses on the ground from too much mental stress. He now carries the mosh disease. He would eventually wake up on a bed in level 109, the Neon Hospital, with no recollection of how he got there. Observations of a wanderer with MI and testing of Meg-OOI-0022. Testing of Meg-OOI-0022. Date 06/27/2019. Involved personnel: Valerie James, doctor on level 109. Kieran Evans, doctor on level 109. Luca Veneto, affected patient. Begin log. Kieran: Alright, Luca, how are you feeling? Luca: D, 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 b, b, brr, Valerie: That is not a good sign. He has developed unrecognizable speech and much lower intelligence. It's said on the paper that both of them are symptoms of the mosh disease. Kieran: So, judging by his extremely messed up speech, he must have already carried the disease. Valerie: I'm pretty sure. Kieran: Alright then. I think I got one of these special liquids over at the pharmacy. That should make the disease go away. I'll go get it. Valerie: You, go do that. Valerie: Luca, you wait here. Dr. Kieran is going to get the medicine for your condition. You'll be just fine. Luca: D, 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 oh, eh. 5 minutes later. Kieran. Alright, I'm back with the medicine. It should deal with that disease. Valerie. Thank you, Kieran. Valerie. Stay still, Luca. We're gonna get you to drink some medicine. Luca. Okay. Luca drinks the liquid of Meg-OOI-0022. Luca screams loudly. Kieran. Oh no. Valerie. Just give him some time. He'll calm down eventually. Kieran. Alright then. 10 minutes later. Luca. What the fuck just happened? Why am I in a hospital? Ugh. Valerie. You contracted the mosh disease and passed out on level 322. You somehow ended up no-clipping out of the blue into this level. We carried you here to this room. Kieran. It seems that you carried the disease for at least 36 hours, considering your earlier behaviors. Luca. Well, I don't seem to have much recollection from that event. I just saw hundreds of shapes changing colors. And eventually, I don't know what happened next. Valerie. Now that you are in a stable condition, you may exit now. Luca. Okay. Thank you so much. Valerie. No problem. End log. Lucas is now free of the mosh disease. He went out an exit door into level 11, the city that never sleeps. A letter from Dr. Rachel Baker. 1. Date written 07/01/2019. From Rachel Baker, doctor on level 109, the Neon Hospital. Hello. If anyone sees this, I'm Dr. Rachel Baker. Anyway, I am currently at the pharmacy of level 109. There currently seem to be 3 people in black suits taking off the bottles of Meg OOI-0022 from the shelf. They have told me that they have set up a few vending machines across multiple levels, and that they are sending help to any wanderers that may have a condition known as mosh disease. They told me that they have already set up a vending machine here in this level, and that they are going to set up some more on level 0, tutorial level 1, habitable zone, level 4, abandoned office, level 6.1, the snack rooms, level 11, the city that never sleeps, and level 36, airport. The 3 people also told me that they have an infinite duplication system built right into every machine, meaning that anyone can have an unlimited amount of Meg-OOI-0022. It just sounded so absurd to me that they could just duplicate bottles of that medicine infinitely. I'm just assuming that they got that technology from some insane secret group, but if that means fewer people are going to get the mosh disease, then, in all honesty, I am down for it. Bases, outposts, and communities. It is impossible to establish any bases, outposts, or communities on level 322 due to the harsh conditions. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Level 322 can be entered by no-clipping through the floor in front of a green water cooler on level 4, abandoned office. This is unconfirmed, but touching a medium-sized cube on level 12, matrix, that seems to show colored static can teleport you here. Exits. Fainting on this level can teleport you to level 109, the Neon Hospital. Touching any shape that is any shade of green on this level can transport you to either level 0, tutorial level, or level 1, habitable zone. Shapes will change colors, so this only works when a shape is a shade of green.